Oh, welcome back, Final Fantasy V, and it might actually be the final episode, going to this little teleporting thing to a location which looks very much, even on the map, to be the final screen. So let's just slowly walk through it, all these crystalline structures which also look like tree wood. And there he is, the main villain. Yeah, no longer you hunt me, now I'll find you. And it was nice made show that he actually levitates. Of course, knowing that how shallow and evil character he is because of when you understand his origin, it's kind of becomes quite obvious that that would be exactly how he is. Yeah, a demonic tree. With a face in it. I guess that would be his actual form. So of course he's gonna do all the evil shit, evil thing eating. And strange, there was a windbreak over there, even though Hiryu should have died at the mountain. But so do disappear. He's causing more destruction with his void suck enemy ability. But at least he's not pretending to be anything else but what he is. Organ, Kelger, Exdeath, and Galuf, the Dawn Warriors. Although Galuf was actually both. He was both Warrior of Light and Dawn Warrior as well. So it really is kind of... there's a quite direct line of succession then. So he tried it again. And King Tycoon as well. But actually at this phase I can still turn back and go save the game. Which is a real nice thing, because way to avoid the fine encounter with that little cutscene again. I don't need to see it again, I can just fix it by saving it again. And now I could of course go and do some more level grinding and all that. But that would be unnecessary. I have quite respectable level and all jobs have been mastered off screen. There is, sorry, I took a leak. Yeah, he's got the tree form, so using rapid fire attacks. And of course I'm gonna throw all my necessary buffs. And I do say that the rapid fire ability is quite good. Yeah, Earthen Wall to absorb some damages, Hasteka to give me speed. Rapid fire to you, Blue Magic, Mighty God, to here. To stop the attack. Give me some protection against all attacks. And every character has rapid fire and some other trick as power as well. Except Creel, she's got coin toss because I don't need the money anymore in this game. I can just throw it. Except he only got chance for one attack. That's the power of spammed rapid fire attacks. Yep, this game's basic tone is you can get ludicrously powerful with the gameplay. Well, Final Fantasy IV based very much on characters, drama and action, but this one had much more refined gameplay. Even though all Final Fantasy games have had at least decent gameplay, but this one based much more on gameplay options and designs. Oh, looks like it's not over yet. First time in Final Fantasy history, at least in the original one, with same fight there is two bosses happening at the same as like that. Nice big flash and yep, some sort of weird thing, monster shape attacks. Yep, coin toss does quite nice chunk of damage. I am not even using my more flashy attacks. I'm just spamming the rapid fire. Because that's just very good. And it's also boss with multiple hit locations. I think one of them just died. Oh, Delta attack. That's bad. But I have... everyone has been equipped with ribbon, meaning I can just... I quite much well just shrug off the status affecting attacks. And it's got that at the edge there's that massive. Oh, that wasn't. Now that. Yeah, reapply Mighty God. Janina Gay. Coin toss. Well, one bit already fell dead. Which means that all the remaining attacks are get even more focused on that, although they seem to get bit less damage. Oh, that didn't even scratch. And everybody's dual wielding weapons as well, except Bart's. Oh yeah. And while I'm at it, let's just blast out Leviathan. Just because I want to show him if there's any bits alive. Yeah, take a big chunk of watery death on you. That did actually quite a big hunk of damage. And there's just one piece left. But it throws out a meteor. And comet. But now all the attacks focus on that. meaning it goes down. Yeah, with proper preparation, final boss is real great, and the disintegration is nice because they made it happen towards that big black swirly thing, indicating that it's for Exdeath's remains or soul or whatever you want to call it are falling into the void itself. Perhaps he wasn't powerful enough to actually control it. Actually, that kind of primordial chaos forming into more refined stuff is actually quite common mythical idea. And it was not the first time void has appeared in Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 3 also had void in it. Perhaps because Exdeath was never in from void or in void. Well, the crystals gave them power, so I guess they can give them back now that they are no longer needed. Hope, courage, devotion. Three of royalty and one wanderer with a passion. And the crystals get restored to different locations in this world. Actually, no, it's the merged worlds crystals. There was no idea about where the Galuf's world crystals were, but these crystals go back to where the tablets were. That was one of the fire. And the pieces taken from the world return. And it all the Dawn Warriors and King Tycoon. They go to whatever afterlife they were going. And the Windrake also returns. It was Phoenix, so I guess it could also be reborn, just like phoenixes do. Is it phoenixes or phoenixes? Phoenixes. And the story began with Wind Crystal in Wind Shrine. It also seems to end at the same location. Well, it wasn't a bad dream, it was more like a crushing defeat to Exdeath. Especially to its firstborn, which only got one attack in, which didn't do much. Well, there's now two queens at the rule in Tycoon. Although I would guess that Varys most likely would not easily become accustomed to being royalty. But I would wonder how what kind of Creel was grandchild of Galuf. So I would guess that she would be quite proper heir, especially seeing that the level of heroics he drew. And looks like even Bart's went back to home. Which is kind of heartwarming that returning home. Oh, Bogo got lucky. For Bart's trouser. Drama. Plenty of dramatic actions showing what would be going on. Princess Lena of Tycoon. Or most likely in this case you might say he might be Queen Lena of Tycoon. still do. Yep. Still remember that Ferris is actually a woman. Princess Sarisa of Tycoon. But it's interesting when you look at Exdeath's final design being a gigantic tree. It's quite of interesting little change usually in this kind of big, powerful, evil things. As he was a tree, and trees are usually positively associated things, because well they are long living as sources of wisdom and safety and all that. And Creel, I don't know what was Galuf's name. Nice use of Mode 7 special effect trickery again, except nowadays it would not be impressive at all. And inside that tree are what remains of Galuf. So big tree is actually quite good memorial gravestone, whatever you want to say it. And I do notice that this one had much more, you could say, fluid, or better say more different animations to the characters in field. Head turnings, hand wavings, and all that, in addition to basic walking. So it was much more. There has always been a small technical incremental development in Final Fantasy games. And between 4 and 5 that was quite obvious, and of course the graphics were much superior, started to actually look like 16-bit graphics in Final Fantasy 5, as they did not look that good, judging by standards, in Final Fantasy 4. But then again, Final Fantasy 4 came out quite early phase of Super Nintendo. I don't know which one does what. Do crystals protect the world? Does the world need to protect the crystals? Which one it is? Both seem to be necessary for balance, but world at least was able to continue going on for at least some time without crystals. Interestingly enough, the characterization of these shown in the game quite much works with the elemental effects they would have. Galuf was very steadfast and reliable. Lena is compassionate and helpful. Sarisa was very much headstrong and capable of solving the practices, and Varts was kind of fickle and unpredictable in sense that, like wind, it just shifts and goes without much of changes. Oh. And Creel still rides with her massive amount of flight. And these would be the ending credits, of course. I would say that this is one of the, all except Final Fantasy 2 of the original Pixel 2D Final Fantasy games are really good ones. And of course it had a music of great Nobuo Uematsu. But I guess it would be time to skip all the ending credits and see what happens next time. Skip the scene. And yeah, save the progress to that one as well. And returning to the title screen as the game is over, and so is the series. See ya at the next one, wherever it might be.